Hi kids, this is the third part of the video lesson wherein, as promised, I'll discuss question answers. So, grab your pen and let's start. First of all, we'll discuss few short answer questions. First one, what helped the East India Company to overpower Indian princes? The answer is, Indian princes were always engaged in fighting with one another. The rivalries paved the way for the East India Company to overpower Indian princes. Second question, who was Tipu Sultan? What happened to him? So the answer is, Tipu Sultan was a far-seeing ruler of Mysore. He was dead against the British and the policies. He fought them till he died fighting. Third question, why did Ram Mohan Roy go to England and what did he tell the British there? So Ram Mohan Roy went to England to see what made the British so powerful. There he told them that they, it means Indians, accepted them as rulers and they must accept them, Indians, as subjects. He also reminded them of the responsibility of a ruler owed to his subject. Fourth question is, what was Regulation 3? Answer is, in 1818, the British had passed Regulation 3. Under this regulation, an Indian could be jailed without trial in a court. Fifth question, what did Macaulay suggested in 1835? The answer is, an Englishman, Macaulay, suggested that Indians should be taught through the English language. Next is the long answer type question. First one, how did the British East India Company eventually become the ruler of India? What tactics did they adopt to expand their empire? So the answer is, British came to the India as traders. Their chief motive was to make a fortune, but they needed political power to carry on their trade. They imposed heavy taxes on the peasants. The Indian goods lost their demand because the market was flooded with imported English goods. These goods didn't have to pay import duty. The British, in his way, ruined the skilled Indians. They dethroned the Indian rulers and took advantage of their rivalries. Slowly and steadily, they spread their empire all over India. Next question, how did the white rulers cripple Indian industries? The answer is, the white rulers were chiefly traders. Their chief aim was to make profit at all cost. Hence, they began to ruin Indian industries. They imposed heavy taxes on farmers. They destroyed Indian cottage industries in order to sell goods manufactured in England. They exempted all goods imported from England from duties. In this way, their business flourished while the Indian industries died. The British made the Indians weak as well as poor. Next question. How did the resentment against the white men growing, leading to armed revolt? Answer is, the white rulers adopted all the mean and foul tactics to take over the princely states. By 1856, they had conquered the whole of India. The Indian princes became their puppet, and the British forced Indians to adopt Christian religion. They paid low wages to Indian soldiers and this created resentment among all sections of society and the army as well. So, the so-called 1857 mutiny was in fact India's first war of independence. Now, give a brief account of the role of Raja Ram Mohan Roy in spreading awareness in Indian society. So, Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a learned man, a social reformer and a true nationalist. He was from Bengal. He understood well what was wrong with the Indian society. He called upon the people to fight against social evils of untouchability and child marriage. He also asked the people to throw superstitions. He asked them to feel proud of their culture and learn English. Then alone they would be able to write to the British Parliament for a fair deal. That's it for this video lesson, kids. This chapter is now over. Glimpses of past. I'll ask you to do the worksheet that has been shared with you. Thank you.